what is up, YouTube? Welcome to the video. Starting the kitchen real quick, hitting some pre-workout. It's already 5 o'clock on a Saturday, so ended up taking yesterday as a rest day as I was sick, and honestly, it worked out for the best. I was probably gonna take it as a rest day anyways because I've trained 16 days in a row. I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I've been doing that I've been doing legs, push, pull, sprint, legs, push, pull, sprint, and I've just done that 2 times through. And obviously, even on those sprint days, I'm not lifting, but obviously sprinting, if you know, is super demanding. So it's probably smart to take a rest day. And I was sick, and I'm sure the sickness probably had to do with all the overtraining. A lot of times I get sick because of that. So kind of been sick a little bit today, but feeling better. Just like a cold, nothing crazy. So kind of went away. So we're gonna go to the gym now. The plan is to hit legs today. What I'll probably do though is I'm either going to do like a bodybuilding style leg day, which is going to be different from my traditional leg day, you know, where I just do a lot of machine based work, or I'll do my regular leg day, like squats, a lot of barbell, compound movements, cleans, and just bring the volume down. Because I think what I'm going to do, today's Saturday, I think technically tomorrow, I'm going to start like a new block of training. And I'm going to go either push legs pull or pull legs push, repeat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to train Sunday through Friday and take Saturdays off. I think that's a game plan. I like the 8-day split, what I've been doing, but obviously with the 8-day split, each week's different. I like the weekly split of knowing what I'm hitting each day. And typically I go Monday through Saturday, Sunday as a rest day, but I'm like, I've always taken Sundays as rest day. It's like I don't do anything on Sundays. If there's ever something I'm gonna do, it's on a Saturday. So it's like, why not just take rest day on a Saturday? And I also kind of like Sunday lift. So kind of thinking out loud, but real quick, let's have the pre. Actually, I kind of want to have an energy drink in the pre, so a little double trouble. So I'm gonna dry scoop this. So we got the essential pre right here. Wow, I got to take that good today. Now it's down the hatch, and then on the way there, because I like sipping on something, we got the watermelon bum. This is absolutely good. So I have this. See you in the gym. Let's rip. All right. So I'm actually going to do a little different leg day than I traditionally do. I'm going to do more of a bodybuilding hypertrophy focused leg day, meaning so we're going to start with hamstring curls. We're going to hit a pendulum squat. We're going to hit a leg press. We're going to hit a back extension. We're going to hit quad extensions and then calves. So 6 movements. So obviously my traditional leg days, usually I jump, usually I sometimes Olympic lift, usually I barbell squat, RDL. Because I've been sick the last 2 days, my strength's just not there. And a lot of the times when I know I'm not there strength-wise, I'll procrastinate a lift, or I just because I know I'm not gonna be able to hit the weights I want to. So it's just well, why not change it up? Do more of a bodybuilding hypertrophy focused leg day where the weight doesn't matter. Obviously on all these movements, I'm gonna go as heavy as I possibly can, but I'm working more in that 6 to 10 range. I don't have to worry about loading up a heavy barbell, doing a heavy triple there, and probably failing with a weight. Today, usually I would do a top set and then a back off sets, but there's no way I'm gonna hit that weight today. Obviously coming off of sickness, just a little weak. So I think a good thing you could do if you're coming off of sickness and you're still feeling a little weak, but you feel good enough to train, is adjusting your training. I think always doing more of a bodybuilding approach. Maybe you already do a bodybuilding approach, but if you're more of a strength power person, sometimes when, I don't have that strength, I'll do more of a bodybuilding focused leg day because I still want to get a leg day in, and I know how, energy consuming legs are, but this isn't as, it's still hard work. It's hard in a different way because it's more higher volume and more machine based stuff, but the mental and neurological fatigue from heavy squats and RDLs isn't there, which is kind of freeing mentally. So knowing I don't have to squat heavy in RDL, I'll do that on Monday. Today I can just blast my legs with machines. It's kind of I'm gonna go hard as hell on all these, but it's because I haven't done this in a little bit, it's I forgot how it feels, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of excited for this day. And it's instead of a 2.5 hour leg day, this leg day should only take 1.5 hours because we'll do 2 to 3 working sets per movement. So that's kind of my rationale behind this. Also, I like bodybuilding leg days sometimes. Obviously squatting and RDLing, but it is nice sometimes to hamstring curl and then hit a pendulum squat. So that's what we got today. Long, little explanation behind it, but essentially, I've been sick, strength's not there, let's change it up. And this is a good way to get a sick training session in, meet in the middle. So we'll go 3 sets hamstring curls here. We're gonna work in that 6 to 8 range. On the last set, I'll show it, but we'll do some sort of rest pause method to really blast this sucker. So let's get the hammies going, baby. All right, we'll go set 3 here.
So we got 8 and 7. This one we're gonna do a little rest pause method. So rest pause, freaking love doing, especially on like machine-based movements, because it's so easy. So essentially what you do, you go to failure, 6 to 10 range, take a 15 to 20 second rest, and then you try to bang out as many extra reps as possible. So typically you'll get anywhere between like 1 and 4 extra reps depending on how fatiguing it is. But the goal is you just get that extra, it's not a drop set, so you're not dropping the weight, you're keeping the weight the same. You're just trying to get extra reps with that weight. So kind of a good way to get some extra volume and get a little rest pause, and especially on hamstrings. Like that's why I like these bodybuilding days, because like I would never do hamstring curls first. Like I always squat first, so it's probably good every once in a while to start with hamstrings and actually, you know, I'm going heavy, I'm probably 10 pounds heavier than I traditionally would, and then get some extra good volume in, and then also get the knees going for the squats. So do a little rest pause here, get some extra volume. For all this today, we're just gonna go 2 to 3 sets, but you know, it's hard 2 to 3 sets. So let's rip it, boys and girls. Extra reps, let's go. Oh man, whoa, give me a hundred. Oh man. Oh, heck yeah, that's some good stuff. All right, we got 7 then 3, so we got 10 total reps. See, you have 3 extra reps there. Man, the strings are singing, boys. The strings are freaking singing. Hell yeah, let's go squat. I rip in some pendulum squats. This one's a unique one. It's a Panada one, so the weight's kind of in front. I'm gonna be honest, my favorite pendulum squat's the Arsenal one. I kind of like it with the weights behind. This one I like this one. It just feels a little different. Like I feel like I can't get as deep as I like. I have a foot plate all the way up. I have this at a good height, so it's still a good stimulus. Like don't get me wrong. So pendulum squats, 3 sets. 6 to 10 range. I got 5 plates. I'm pretty sure I can be somewhere in that 6 to 10 range, but essentially I'm just gonna go probably like, we'll just go hard. You know, that's what we'll do. We'll see where we end up, you know. We will put a number in ahead. Let's just freaking rip it, and yeah, let's just go till we fail. You know what? That's easier to do, right? Just, why put a number? Just fail. There we go. Go hard, do it again, do it again. So we'll do that. The good thing with the Panada is it's easy to fail. I just crawl myself out. You know, I just have to take the plates off each set and then put it back up. So I want to do 3 sets. I think I can do 3 sets. We'll see. 2 sets might be enough, but 2 to 3 sets, pendulum squats. Let's freaking go. Let's get the tunes going. What do we got? Okay. Zach Bryan today. Let's get in the feels. Let's get in the feels. Nothing like getting the feels for some squats. Ooh. Oh, actually, go back. Ooh, Feathered Indians by Tyler Childers. If you know, you know. It's a freaking great song. Probably not a song you would think you would squat to, but sometimes I like that music to squat to. You know, kind of feel good. It's a little feel good song, you know? Let's rip. Come on. Big squat. Oh man, let's go. Come on. Whew. Whew. All right, so just call yourself out. 7 reps. Wow, I will say this pendulum, the quad is like that. Once you're like at that halfway point, it's all quad. It's sick. All right, sweet. So we got 7 there. Now I just got to strip all the weight, put it back up. But let's try to get 3 sets here. Heck yeah, man. Ooh. Feathered Indians. Let's rip. All right, all right. I don't know how much of that last clip my mic cut off, so I don't even know if you heard anything, but I did 3 sets on the pendulum squat. That's 7-6-6, failed in all 3 sets, goated. Now we're gonna do 2 sets of leg press. So we got this is my favorite leg press, a 35 degree. Like a 45 degree is what most leg presses are, and they're kind of steep, but this one is that 10 degrees more horizontal, it just feels good. This is also the one, if you ever seen Ronnie Coleman put like 2,000 pounds on in those old school training videos, it's the same one he had. What's the brand? Nubula, I think? Something like that. It's a sick machine. Good foot plate. So I do not have 2,000 pounds on here. I don't even think I have 1,000. I have like 900. So we'll go 2 sets though. Here I imagine I'll be closer to that 10 range, probably like that 8 to 10 range. But on this I probably won't fail just because you can't really crawl out of this. So I'll just go until the last rep feels like 0 reps of reserve. And there's no way in hell I'm getting this another one. So that'll be the game plan here. If I had a partner, I'll get some assisted reps, but I don't have that today. So we'll just go balls to wall. You know, it's a fun thing with this. So we'll go 2 sets here. Let's rep. You got 10. Let's go. Heck yeah. Oh, it's money. Heck yeah. All right, we got 10 there. Wow, my quads are slaughtered right now. Man, this is awesome. Nothing like a good leg day. Nothing like a freaking good leg day, eh? All right, we'll take a long rest and we'll go again. So now we got a little, I've done these once before and I'm like, I need to keep these in on a weekly rotation. These are nasty. So it's just a 45 degree hyper, but you hold weight, you hold a barbell. So I use like the 25s, obviously, so like the range of motion. Pretty freaking nasty. We got 225 on here. We're just gonna hold it like a deadlift grip. Pull up, squeeze your butt, squeeze the glutes like your life depends on it, and go back down. We'll try to get 6 to 10 range. Probably go 3 sets here. Yeah, let's go 3 sets here. I've done these little posterior pump. We're about to get a little rump pump, eh? But these are great. So we obviously hit a hamstring curl, so more of a knee dominant hamstring movement. So I always want to hit some sort of hip hinge, hip dominant hamstring movement. Typically it's a barbell RDL or a Smith machine RDL or a pitch shark RDL, but these are another great hip dominant hamstring movement. So extensions, RDLs can be hip dominant, any sort of hamstring curl can be knee dominant. Typically every leg day you want to hit one of each, or that's usually my goal. So let's see how this feels, and it might be heavier than I think. I've done these in a minute, but let's rip. Oh my gosh, I catch up. All right, boys, posterior is absolutely pumped. I feel like Kim K right now. My ham knees and glutes are like swelled up. Let's just say that. That lockout on there, oh man, especially with that the barbell, what you can do, if you don't want to put 25s, you could do 45s, you just do a snatch grip. That's another way to do it. You just want it where you get like a deep enough range of motion where it's not limiting it. You also do it on a GHD 90 degree if some people do it that way, but I really like that 45 degree hyper. And I feel like that's the best way to load it. I know some people put it on their back. I feel like that's the easiest way to load it. You can load it heavy. You know, you fail, you can just drop it, worst case scenario. So 3 sets there. So that 6-8 range. Now we're just gonna do 2 sets of quad extensions. 8 to 10 range. I'm gonna use straps. You know, I've been liking straps on little quad extensions. Helps you get locked in. So let's get the quads some love. The old posterior is a little too blown up. Let's get some blood in the anterior, eh? Ooh, all right. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, heck yeah. Solid freaking set. All right, let's go 2 sets of that. Whew. Man, for a day I did not feel like lifting. It's been a great lift, and that's more of the story. I am so guilty of this. Sometimes I think if I can't get my perfect workout in, the one I planned on paper, my cleans, my squats, my RDLs, then I shouldn't even do it. And that's something I've slowly had to overcome, is perfectionism. Because guess what? Something is better than nothing. At the end of the day, who the fuck cares if you do the perfect plan? You know, there's no perfect plan. So, for example, legs today, yeah, I was gonna squat and do all that stuff. I was sick, my strength's down, so it's like, let's change up the stimulus. Let's do more of a bodybuilding approach where the weight and strength isn't as much of a factor. And guess what? Every set I've gone balls to the wall because it's like, it's a different stimulus. So, I don't know. Sometimes, I think some people are like anti like changing your training up. I'm a big fan of changing your training up. As long as you bring intent, then why not? If it excites you some more and you get better intent out of it, then freaking do it. So, heck yeah, I like this leg day. You know what? Like, I love bodybuilding style workouts. Obviously love strength and power stuff, but what's up, bro? You see, dude. But it is fun sometimes just do bodybuilding. I actually really want to do a bodybuilding show this year, and I'll talk more about this in my next 4-day of eating. But if you watch me, I've been struggling with binge eating, and so like I want to conquer binge eating before I were to get into like a bodybuilding prep, because if I don't want to get a bodybuilding prep and then I keep binge eating. So it's kind of been frustrating. I'll talk more about it in my next 4-day of eating. Actually, it's funny enough, I recorded a full day of eating, and then I turned the camera off after I eat dinner. And that night, usually I'd never have late night cravings. I ended up binge eating that night, and then 3 days in a row. The last 3 days I binge ate, and it's really frustrating, but hey, a lot of people suffer with it, and it's common, I think, in fitness, and I don't think it's talked about a lot, so I like talking about it more because I know a lot of you guys can relate to it as well. So it's something I'll talk about more in my next 4-day of eating, and I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, I'm reaching out to nutritionists and other people to see, because it has been a little frustrating, but you know, maybe it's just a part of it. So we'll figure it out as we go. But we'll go one more set of quad extensions, then we'll finish with some calves. We are gonna finish with little calf raise, 3 sets. I think my problem with calf raises is I go too light and I go like higher rep, like 15 or 25, but I'm gonna start loading it heavier and aim for like that 8 to 12 range. So we've got 4 plates aside, just at the first set, got like 11. So we're gonna focus on a 2-second stretch at the bottom, 1, 2, and then drive that little toe. Really milking that stretch, spending a lot of time there. So we'll go 3 sets. So 1, 2, drive. Big stretch, 1, 2, drive. 1, 2. Big stretch. Come on. Damn good leg workout. I know I said it right before those leg extensions, but more of the story or lesson of the day. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. You know, having this perfectionism mindset where it's like, oh, if I can't get my perfect workout in, then what's the point? And I am so guilty of that, and I've done that a lot in the past, and I'm trying to break through of that, because it's like,
at the end of the day, all that matters is the freaking work. It's just executing. I mean, some days you gotta adjust stuff, you know, you can't control. I can't control getting sick. Well, I guess I kinda can, but you kinda can, you know what I mean? So like, control the controllables. Don't get, you know, I feel like I've usually stressed about all these little things, and I think I've noticed myself stressing less about that and just, you know, going with what life hands me and then trying to react to that. I think it's a better approach, especially with training, nutrition, all that stuff, because it's never gonna be perfect. And the more you try to be perfect, the less perfect it's gonna be. It's just gonna be this vicious cycle, and you're never gonna live up to it, so you're just gonna, you know, you're gonna lose motivation. So I think it's so important to just go in, be like, all right, you know, maybe I'm not feeling 100% today, maybe we'll adjust. But guess what was my goal today? It was to smash my legs. I smashed my legs in a different way, and I'm damn glad I did that, because I learned some stuff as I was doing. Like, okay, maybe I should throw in those bodybuilding days more, you know? I really like that. So I think one thing, always be curious with the training. Don't be a perfectionist. And just freaking fun. Enjoy it, you know? Be excited to work out, because you're gonna get more intent out of it. You're gonna be excited to train because you just want to be here. And then if you're excited, you're like, hell yeah, I want to go to failure. Hell yeah, I want to go hard, baby. Why else am I here? I'm not here to go through the motions. Oh, baby, I'm fired up now. But anyways, we'll wrap it up here. I'm gonna do some cardio. Actually, probably not like real cardio. I'm just gonna walk, get a bunch of steps in. Probably won't be doing like legit cardio. And then, yeah, got a good leg day in. Saturday night. What else would we want to do? You know. So appreciate you guys. Power Jacked is now out on the Chalk Performance app. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link. Will now be in my description. But anyways, stack the damn days. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.